Hi guys, doing a quick update here. It's now day 8 for the autoflowers. I'm going to teach you guys something that, you know, from my own mistake of impatience, that hopefully you guys don't do that same mistake. It's really easy not to do it, so I don't know why I did it. But anyway, so here we have a bunch of mephisto genetics, and we got some Dutch passion, and we have one Ministry of Cannabis, and we have one cherry bomb. And that's pretty much all the strains. Oh yeah, and I can't remember who does amnesia. I forgot. Anyway, it's auto amnesia by somebody. I think it says right here kind of who it's. No, that's just a scribble. I totally forgot to say what seed company that was by. Amnesia. Oh, World of Seeds. I remember that now. That's by World of Seeds. That one's new. That one's only like 4 days old, and that one's new. That one, the Brooklyn Sunrise by Dutch Passion. That one's about 2 days old now. A little less than 2 days. Anyway, so what happened was, and oh, by the way, so I only have 4 of the panels on right now. So I have the switch that turns on 4 of the panels on the Perfect Sun cob for my seedlings, and you can see how it's pretty far away. It's probably about a good 3 feet away. This one here is a good 4 feet away, the Goliath. And I notice I have the plants not in the center. I have them kind of on that more of the edge of the light at this stage here, because that's still a lot of light from the Goliath. And obviously, probably be nice to have a dimmer on the Goliath for seedlings, but honestly, like you can use a different light for seedlings. Like you can use a mini or something like that. But you know, do you want to buy all the lights? You know, but so I might start making them with dimmable drivers. That way I can have a dimmer on the Perfect Sun. But it will increase the price, and it's already at such a good price range right now. I just don't know if I want to add the extra cost, but we'll see. Anyway, so these ones here all were okay. What happened is basically I left them in the paper towel for 3 days. Now I have a little dry box, a little cardboard box you buy from Walmart. Well, it's a pretty good sized cardboard box with a little ceramic heater in there. It's like the $15 or $20 little ceramic heater. It's like the ceramic heater is actually even smaller than this 3-pot gallon actually. It's right about this tall and like this big. It's not very big, but it's big enough to keep that cardboard box, you know, whatever temperature I want it at. And I keep it at 80 degrees. That's about where I like it. And then once it's 80 degrees, I take, you know, after I put all my paper towels inside the Ziplocs, put all the Ziplocs inside the paper sack, put paper sack inside the box, and that now it's inside of 80 degree temperature. That guarantees me 2 days later I have tap roots like this, and they're already in the tips or the false leaves are already busting out of the seed, and so they're ready to go. They're ready to go into the Rockwool cubes, which I cut in half now, and I lay it inside the Rockwool cube, put it back together, and then I have a hole and I put it right inside the coco, and then I pack the coco around the Rockwool to hold it tight. You can also put a rubber band around it if you want to as well. I went in and cut my own Rockwool out this time. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Out of 8 by 8 inch cubes, and I've been doing right about 3 by 3 or even sometimes 2.5 by 2.5 by about 4 inches, 5 inches long sometimes. I'm just testing different things out, just seeing what happens. Anyway, so what happened was, you can notice how big those ones are. That's normal for day 8. That's how my plants usually look on day 8. But these other ones are tiny as hell. Now some of them are further along than that, like this one, this Sour Stomp here by Mephisto Genetics is doing a little bit better. This is a Gorilla Glue, that one's doing all right. Walter White by Mephisto. These 3 Bear OGs though are pretty all far behind. This one's doing all right. That one's doing lame. That one's doing lame. That one barely has the second true leaves coming out. That one doesn't have second true leaves coming out yet. So really far behind, and I'm disappointed in that. But it's not necessarily the strain. What happened was, by the way, that one, like I said, is only like a day and a half old. That one's 4 days old. I had to replace them because the other ones are just like not growing fast enough. I might have to replace these 2. I might have to replace a lot of them. Everyone except for those ones, those 5. I might have to replace all the other ones, which kind of sucks. Actually, there's a couple down there I won't replace. I don't think. I think they'll be fine. But these ones are, if these ones don't, and by 15, if these ones aren't like growing good, actually the next couple days, if they're not growing, if they're not showing any growth, then I'm probably going to get rid of them, because I just can't. I don't want to wait. It's better for me just to start over with new seeds. You know, let's say on day 10, and be 10 days behind the other ones, than to have these ones try to catch up and then be stunted, because genetically they're still going to flower when they flower. And so if they're that far behind in size, that means they're already strains that don't give good yields anyway, like that little Gorilla Glue right there. And if they anyway, the point is, here's what I want to say was that when you're in the paper towel, I let them go 3 days. After 3 days, they were super long, and they were growing into the paper towel. Most every single one was like growing and threaded into the paper towel. Now, instead of doing what I usually do is take a pair of scissors and I just cut right around the paper towel. Then I just keep either pinching off paper towel to where I have the least amount of paper towel around the root as possible, or just keep cutting the paper towel away from the root, and then I leave that paper towel around the root, and I put that right into rock wool. I've done that for a long time, and it always works out fine. Nothing ever, I don't get like stomach growth or anything like that. This time I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try really carefully to keep pulling the paper towel apart and taking by where the seed's at, and kind of pulling the plant through, and then pulling the paper towel, kind of pulling the plant through, and pull it. And anyway, some of them snapped in half. I just knew, I'm like, this is bad, but I was so in a rush. And if I was in such a rush, I don't know why, I was tired and everything. My brain should have just been like, Neil, why are you doing this? Take scissors like you do when they're like this and just cut around it. Why did I not do that? It's so much faster. And I'm in a rush, right? Instead, I'm like sitting here trying to pull the paper towel and pull it through anyway. So that was all my fault. Not a big, actually it is a big deal because they're $15 a piece. Now, yeah, I can afford $15 a piece, but it's wasting time. It really is. And luckily I have enough seeds. I bought enough seeds that I have enough seeds I can replace them with. But if I didn't, I'd have to wait, a long time for seeds. That's stupid. So anyway, that's still, even if I have to replace all those seedlings, I'd have to at least, if I'm going to replace seeds, I'm going to at least replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 seedlings. And that's kind of a lot to replace. So, oh man, I really hope I don't have to do that. So hopefully in the next 3 days or 4 days, these things really start showing me promise. I know this one right here is probably going to have to be replaced, the sour stomper here. It's just too far behind. I opened it up and it's growing roots, but it's growing so slowly, and it's starting to finally, grow its side roots out in there. So I don't know. I'll give it a few more days to catch up. Oftentimes when this kind of early stuntage happens, they'll still catch up. They'll be a little bit behind the other ones, but they won't flower as early as the other ones. They'll flower later. So hopefully that's what happens. I just don't know if I want to take that chance, because after this grow, I'm going to Arizona for a little bit, and so there's, I'm not going to have a grow going while I'm gone in Arizona for a little bit, and so yeah, I just don't know. I was going to do a perpetual grow, and I decided against it because I decided I still wanted to visit Arizona, and I didn't get a chance to. I want to see if it's a place I want to live or not, and so I got to visit there first. So yeah, but I will be having also the other regular grow that's going on right now too. I shouldn't say regular, the photo grow. And that's looking so great. I'm gonna ask and see if I can't show. He's just really his property. He's really I don't know, kind of paranoid about his property and stuff like that. And he's like, pictures have data in it and stuff like that. And, which they do. And I'm like, well, maybe I can get a metadata stripper. And I'm trying to talk him into it because I really want to show you, like, they're doing great. And it's like a nice sea of green, just looks awesome. So hopefully I can do that and show you guys how it looks. If not, don't worry, you guys will have a cool time-lapse video when it's done. Been going over there taking pictures like every day to every other day. I've been doing it all myself, so I go over there, and it's not too far away. I go over there and I water them every day and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, I'm the one doing the grow. I'm the one taking care of it. He said, you can use my property, but I'm not doing your grow for you. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. And so yeah, so that's that. All right, guys, so paper towel method, make sure, check on it 2 days later. Now, if you're not in the perfect temperature, perfect little, cardboard box environment, it's super cheap to make. The cardboard box is like $2 at Walmart. And it's the biggest cardboard box they have. And then which is about like this tall when you set it up, like, it's like, I don't know how big it is, but it's, it's a decent size. And then a little ceramic heater, which is like 20 bucks. And so you're spending like 22 bucks on a nice dehydrator. And you can dehydrate all kinds of stuff in it. So anyway, it's pretty cool. I like it, and I use it for all kinds of stuff. But anyway, it gives that perfect temperature for seedlings, and it's like the perfect seedling propagator. But check on it 2 days later, and that's usually when they're ready. Exactly 2 days, exactly about 45 hours later. But if you don't, and you go too long, like I did, then just make sure to cut with just cut with scissors around it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Double peace. Perfect Sun Goliath, Perfect Sun COB, right now with only four of the panels on. So yeah, thank you for watching, appreciate it. Please leave comments, I always appreciate comments, and share the video. All right, guys. I'm really bummed. I really hope I don't have to replace all those seeds. I know I'm probably gonna definitely replace that one. I don't think I should wait for that one. I think I should just replace it. I think I have another sour stomper anyway, so I think I should just yank it and replace it. Man, that sucks having to replace a $15 seed. You know, 15 bucks, boom. You know, especially when you have a whole bunch of them you got to replace maybe. All right.